Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters. Today, I want you to pause, focus, and listen carefully, because what I am about to share is urgent and life-altering. Allah is trying to speak to you right now, and ignoring Him is not just a risk. It is a missed opportunity that can delay the blessings meant for you. Yes, this is a divine call, a wake-up signal, and the moment for awareness is immediate. Have you ever felt that sudden nudge inside your heart, as if something beyond this world is trying to get your attention? That feeling is real. It is Allah reaching directly to guide, correct, and elevate your life. He's not speaking randomly, and His timing is precise. The chosen ones recognize this urgency. They understand that divine intervention is deliberate and requires action. Think about it. The world goes on with distractions, noise, and routines, yet this message cuts through all of that. Every challenge, every period of patience, every moment of reflection has been orchestrating you for this precise encounter with divine guidance. Ignoring it would be like standing in the middle of a highway and refusing to move, except here, the road leads directly to transformation, clarity, and purpose. Here's a subtle, witty thought to keep your focus. Sometimes, we wait for thunder to wake us up. But Allah speaks quietly first. The nudge you feel now is that whisper. Those who notice it early and respond wisely will step into blessings, clarity, and spiritual growth. Those who delay, well, let's just say the opportunity is fleeting and precious. Throughout this video, I will guide you to recognize the signs that Allah is speaking to you, show you how to respond effectively, and explain why ignoring this call can limit your spiritual impact. By the end, I will raise a special prayer for you, a prayer for courage, clarity, and alignment with divine guidance. Remember the hook. Allah is speaking right now, and this call cannot be postponed. The chosen ones awaken to it, recognize it, and act with faith and clarity. The moment of divine attention is here. Will you rise to it, or let it pass unnoticed? Stay with me, because the insights in the next minutes could reshape the direction of your life in ways logic cannot explain. The urgency you feel is not by chance. It is deliberate. Allah does not call hearts without purpose. Right now, at this precise moment, He is reaching out to you because your life is ready for a shift. Every challenge, every moment of patience, every decision you made has prepared you to hear this call. Ignoring it is not an option for those who are chosen, because divine timing waits for no one. Why now? Because divine guidance is always precise. The signs are aligned, your intuition is heightened, and circumstances are converging to create a window for clarity and growth. The chosen ones recognize that timing is everything. When Allah decides to speak, it is like a master key unlocking doors that were previously sealed. Your readiness determines how fully you will benefit from the intervention. Have you noticed subtle nudges lately? Moments when things just seem to make sense? Opportunities appeared unexpectedly, or your heart felt unusually alert. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that Allah is preparing to communicate, that your awareness is being sharpened, and that your next steps are critical. The call is both a blessing and a responsibility. Here's a thought to keep you attentive. Think of this call like a wake-up alarm set by the most precise clock. You could snooze it and continue in comfort, but the opportunity will pass. The chosen ones don't hit snooze. They awaken, respond, and align their actions with the message. Every distraction ignored is a lost moment, and this is why awareness and immediate action are essential. Reflect for a moment. Are you fully present, fully aware, ready to receive and act on this divine guidance?
The chosen ones answer this honestly. They understand that divine intervention requires more than acknowledgement. It requires intentional focus, patience, and readiness to move decisively. Throughout this segment of the video, I want you to start recognizing these patterns in your own life. Notice the clarity in your thoughts, the alignment in your surroundings, the sense of urgency that feels different from normal stress. These are the unmistakable signs that Allah is speaking, that the timing is exact, and that you are being prepared to act with precision. Remember this: ignoring the call doesn't stop it, but it may limit the blessings, clarity, and growth that are intended. The chosen ones recognize that responding in faith transforms potential into reality, elevating both heart and mind. Your readiness, attentiveness, and willingness to act will determine the full impact of this divine message. Now that you understand the urgency and significance, it's time to identify the signs that confirm Allah is reaching out directly to you. These signs are not always loud or dramatic. Often, they are subtle, gentle nudges, moments of clarity, or synchronizations in your life that seem too precise to ignore. The chosen ones are trained to notice them and act accordingly. One of the clearest signs is inner clarity. Decisions that once seemed confusing or overwhelming suddenly feel obvious. Your mind feels sharp, your thoughts aligned, and your heart at ease. This clarity is a direct signal that your spiritual awareness is heightened and that Allah's guidance is ready to manifest. Those who ignore it may continue to struggle, but the chosen ones recognize it as a personal call to act. Another unmistakable indicator is alignment of circumstances. People, opportunities, and situations begin to converge in ways that feel orchestrated. Meetings happen at the right moment, advice comes precisely when needed, and seemingly random events form a clear path forward. These alignments are confirmations that the universe is cooperating with divine will, and your attentiveness allows you to recognize and act on them. Emotional signals also serve as markers. A sudden calmness in your heart, an unusual surge of courage, or a deep sense of peace during confusion are all signs that your spirit is attuned to divine guidance. The chosen ones understand that emotions are tools for discernment. They guide, strengthen, and protect when interpreted correctly. Intuition is another vital sign. That subtle nudge, gut feeling, or inner certainty is not just coincidence. It is Allah communicating in a way your heart can comprehend. The chosen ones trust these intuitions, recognizing that they are personalized messages, perfectly timed and aligned with divine wisdom. Acting in harmony with these nudges maximizes the blessings and clarity that follow. Here's a gentle, witty perspective. Sometimes Allah's messages are like Wi-Fi signals. Strong, reliable, but only useful if your device is turned on. The chosen ones keep their spiritual receiver active, paying attention to the signals, interpreting them, and acting in faith. Those who remain distracted may miss the download entirely. Midway, reflect. Have I noticed the signs in my life? The clarity, the alignment, the peace, and the intuitive nudges. Awareness is key. Recognition ensures readiness, and readiness ensures that the divine intervention reaches its full potential in your life. Finally, understand this. Signs are confirmations, not suggestions. They are indicators that the moment is precise, your path is aligned, and your action is required. The chosen ones do not ignore these signs. They embrace, interpret, and act on them with intentionality, faith, and courage. Once you recognize the signs, The next step is understanding how Allah prepares you to respond effectively. Preparation is deliberate, subtle, and often invisible to the untrained eye. Every trial, every period of patience, every moment of reflection has been shaping your readiness for this exact moment. The chosen ones understand that divine preparation is a process, and they trust it completely. One key way Allah prepares you is through clarity of thought and intention. Decisions that were once confusing become obvious. Situations that caused hesitation now appear aligned. This clarity is not a random occurrence, it is divine communication, sharpening your mind and spirit to act at the perfect time. The chosen ones recognize that insight is a gift, and they use it wisely. Another method of preparation is alignment of circumstances. Opportunities, encounters, and moments of guidance converge with perfect timing. People show up, advice comes at the right time, and paths that seemed separate suddenly connect. The chosen ones notice these alignments and understand their purpose. They are confirmations that the moment to act is near, and inaction could mean missing the blessing. Emotional and spiritual readiness is also essential. A calm heart, newfound resilience, and strengthened patience are all signs that your spirit is prepared. The chosen ones recognize that strength is not only in action, but in the ability to remain composed, attentive, and confident in the presence of divine guidance. This inner stability ensures that responses are deliberate and precise, not reactive or impulsive. Intuition and inner nudges continue to guide you. Those subtle feelings, gut instincts, or flashes of certainty are like a personal GPS from Allah. Acting in harmony with these signals maximizes impact and ensures alignment with divine will. Ignoring them risks misalignment, while trusting them opens the door to blessings, clarity, and transformation. Here's a subtle, witty thought. Preparation is like charging a battery. The world is noisy, distractions abound, but the chosen ones remain plugged in to divine guidance. Every quiet moment, every reflective pause, every act of patience charges their spiritual energy, ensuring they are ready for the power of the night when it arrives. Midway, reflect. Am I truly ready to act when the moment comes? Awareness alone is not enough. Readiness requires patience, observation, and courage. The chosen ones understand that divine preparation ensures their actions are effective, their impact is meaningful, and the blessings unfold in their fullness. Finally, understand this. Allah's preparation is not punitive. It is protective and empowering. Every trial, every moment of delay, every lesson has been designed to equip you with insight, discernment, and resilience. The chosen ones embrace preparation fully, knowing that it ensures the moment of divine intervention transforms their life profoundly, spiritually, and practically. Now that you are prepared and aware, it is time to understand the urgency of this divine moment. Allah is speaking directly, and the opportunity to respond cannot be postponed. The chosen ones know that hesitation, distraction, or delay can limit the blessings and spiritual transformation meant for them. Immediate awareness and decisive action are not optional, they are essential. The urgency lies in divine timing. Every sign, every alignment, every intuitive nudge has been orchestrated to appear at the exact moment you are ready. Ignoring it or delaying your response risks missing the full potential of this intervention. This is why the chosen ones move with attentiveness and faith. They recognize that divine timing is precise and powerful, Immediate action also ensures that you interpret the signs correctly. The subtle feelings, moments of clarity, and converging circumstances are the language of divine guidance. Acting promptly allows you to align fully with Allah's plan, maximizing the blessings, protection, and growth that follow. Hesitation, on the other hand, introduces doubt, confusion, and missed opportunities. Here's a perspective to keep your attention. Think of this moment like catching a train. The tracks are aligned, the engine is ready, but the train will not wait. The chosen ones step on board immediately, while the unprepared may watch it pass by. Every action taken in alignment with divine guidance accelerates progress, transforms circumstances, and amplifies the impact of blessings. Midway, reflect. Am I ready to act decisively when this divine call manifests? Awareness alone is insufficient. The chosen ones answer this honestly, knowing that readiness demands courage, faith, and alignment. Each moment of attentiveness compounds into spiritual strength, clarity, and readiness for the unfolding intervention. Even when fear, doubt, or distraction arises, remember this: these are not obstacles. They are tests of faith. The chosen ones move beyond them, trusting the preparation, recognizing the signs, and acting in harmony with divine guidance. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is action despite it. Acting decisively transforms potential into reality, ensuring that the blessings and purpose intended by Allah are fully realized. Finally, understand that urgency is a gift. It calls you to be fully present, aware, and responsive. The chosen ones embrace this urgency, knowing that immediate attention and deliberate action allow the divine intervention to manifest fully, transforming ordinary moments into extraordinary blessing and spiritual elevation. When you respond immediately and intentionally to this divine call, blessings begin to unfold in profound ways. Obedience is not just a duty, it is a pathway to transformation, clarity, and spiritual elevation. The chosen ones understand that responding with attentiveness, faith, and courage activates the full impact of divine intervention. One of the most remarkable blessings is spiritual growth. Hesitation and distraction fade, replaced by insight, discernment, and heightened awareness. Challenges that once felt overwhelming become opportunities for wisdom and resilience. The chosen ones embrace these experiences, knowing that every act of obedience refines character, strengthens faith, and aligns them more closely with divine purpose.
Another powerful effect is resilience. Acting in alignment with guidance builds strength and composure. Trials no longer shake confidence, but instead reveal clarity and determination. The chosen ones understand that resilience is forged through responsiveness, awareness, and faithful action, the very qualities needed to navigate the divine moment effectively. Discernment deepens. The chosen ones learn to differentiate between paths that amplify blessings and those that dilute their potential. Subtle signs, intuitive nudges, and converging circumstances become tools for guidance. Acting on these indicators ensures that every choice is purposeful, deliberate, and fully aligned with Allah's will. Divine protection is another reward. By recognizing the call and acting faithfully, you shield yourself from misalignment, confusion, and unnecessary struggle. Moments that may feel restrictive or uncertain are, in reality, protective measures that ensure intervention unfolds at the optimal time. The chosen ones understand that patience, attentiveness, and readiness are instruments of divine safeguarding. Here's a subtle, witty thought. Responding to this call
is like planting seeds in fertile soil. The more attentive, deliberate, and faithful you are, the faster and stronger the growth. Ignoring the signs is like leaving the seeds in your pocket. They cannot flourish without action. The chosen ones act immediately, nurturing the blessings with faith, focus, and alignment. Midway, reflect. Have I embraced responsiveness with clarity, courage, and faith? Awareness alone is not enough. The chosen ones know that blessings, protection, and growth require active engagement, alignment, and obedience. Every deliberate action compounds into spiritual strength and amplifies the divine impact on their life. Finally, understand this truth. The transformation that comes from responding to Allah's call is profound, lasting, and far-reaching. Spiritual growth, clarity, resilience, and protection are all interconnected, forming a foundation for continued success, purpose, and fulfillment. The chosen ones recognize that the full impact of divine intervention is realized only when awareness and action unite. As we reach the final step, take a deep breath and focus on the gravity of this moment. Allah has been speaking to you, guiding you, and preparing you for this exact time. The call is clear, deliberate, and profound. This is not a moment to hesitate or delay. The chosen ones recognize the importance of alignment, readiness, and decisive action. Understand that divine intervention is never random. Every sign, every intuitive nudge, every convergence of circumstances has been orchestrated to awaken your heart, elevate your spirit, and guide you toward transformation. The chosen ones understand that awareness without action is incomplete. They rise to the moment with courage, clarity, and faith. This is your opportunity to step fully into alignment with divine will. Every challenge, every trial, every moment of patience has prepared you for this. The chosen ones do not ignore this call. They embrace it fully, knowing that the blessings, protection, and spiritual elevation that follow are far greater than anything the world can offer. Consider the urgency once more. Allah's timing is exact. Hesitation, doubt, or distraction can limit the full impact of His intervention. But those who respond with attentiveness and faith unlock the doors to extraordinary growth, clarity, and divine guidance. The chosen ones act decisively, trusting in the preparation and recognizing the signs. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is action in faith despite uncertainty. The blessings of obedience are immediate and profound. Spiritual growth, resilience, discernment, and protection become active forces in your life. Each deliberate action taken in alignment with Allah's guidance compounds into momentum, ensuring that the impact of divine intervention continues long after the moment has passed. The chosen ones understand that these blessings are not abstract. They are tools, shields, and instruments that allow them to navigate life with wisdom, clarity, and purpose. Now, let us lift our hearts in prayer. O Allah, most merciful, most wise, guide every chosen heart listening now. Grant them clarity, courage, and unwavering faith. Protect their intentions, align their actions with your divine will, and strengthen their resilience. Illuminate their path, open the doors. You have prepared and bless every step with success, insight, and purpose. O Allah, allow them to act decisively, guided by your signs, and enable their mission to fulfill the purpose you created for them. Grant patience, discernment, and the ability to recognize your guidance in every moment. Amin.